Look at that. We're making progress, everyone. We're making progress. But here we are. Part 4? I think it's part 4. I think this is the fourth stream with a fourth stream of the actual season with Derby County. We're only 12 games in. It's been a grind so far. We're about a quarter of the way through and having a very, very good season so far. 7 points clear of Norwich, and they've played a game extra. So, good position to be in. Playing Hull in this first game, they're 12th. So it could be a bit of an awkward game. West Ham host Oxford. That's not going to end well. Brighton are away at Birmingham. Birmingham are having a pretty good season, actually. They've had a pretty good start. And then Barnsley, who've had a spectacular start. They play Palace. Definitely keeping an eye on Barnsley because we actually have them next. So I want to see how they do and we'll see where they are when we come to play them. Rudd is nearly back. He's back in training tomorrow. Inton's had a slight knock. Hopefully he's okay. And Barry should be back very quickly as well. So we're getting some players back, which is a good position to be in. I'm going to bring Osborne back in. He seems to be okay again. Which means O'Dowda in for decisions. O'Connor, I guess. Is that a bit of a risk? That feels like a bit of a risk. Maybe we take out Gilby. Just have one midfielder on the bench. Burke's a yellow card away from suspension, which sucks. I still don't know why Keller has apparently gone down in ability. I'm not sure what my scouts are seeing there, but this is fine. And we can get into our first game of the day, and hopefully we can keep the momentum going. It's been a beyond spectacular season so far. We're very capable of playing our own game. Whittaker gets to keep his place after some spectacular form recently out of nowhere. They've gone 5 at the back because pain. Mikel Antonio up front is certainly an interesting choice for someone who's now about 33 or something in this save. So we have them pressured towards the back. We've done quite well with it though when we are not pressing the wing back. Find it hard to get pressure on a wing back. Antonio's come quite a long way to collect that ball. But Buckley's got a very good ball out to Bolingoli. And that's a very nice place to get a shot from. Good save by Kelleher. Kelleher's looked decent so far, considering he's kind of stepping in as the backup. Kotovica's header is miles over. But we've started very badly. And the Hull pressing again here. Sibley wins the header, but it's absolutely nobody. And they've just got extra men on everything right now. No one's following the wing back. Gets the ball across. Good block by Knight. Antonio got a shot off. We have really started slowly here. Yonku's throw is terrible. And unfortunately, Sibley got in front of Antonio there. Antonio is way back helping the midfield. Saba with a good turn. Some quick football. Might get us in. John Hugill. 1 chance, 1 goal. It's all we need. Fortunately, at the moment, all we need is 1 chance. Hugill gives us the lead. Nice little 1-2 with Bird there. Or was it Saba? Might have been Saba, actually. May have got that one horribly wrong. In which case, if I got it wrong, I apologise, Mr. Saba. West Ham currently only drawing, which puts us back to the top of the table. Though I fully expect West Ham to win, playing Oxford. We're still having trouble, though. We have quite literally had 1 shot in this entire game. Fortunately, it went in. We didn't win that header, though, and Antonio, great tackle by Brown. Though slightly worried what we were going to do there. Kelleher's done really well, actually. Kelleher's started very well in this game. Let's go back. Bird's trying to get forward. Brown can make a run here. He's got space. He might as well use it. He is going to use it. Flick to Osborne. Across to Sibley. That's probably offside. It is. But again, that's 2 shots, 2 goals. We're clinical right now, which is great. Unfortunately, their defence just stepped up in time on that one. So Hugiel's second won't count. But whilst Hull have had a lot of chances, they've not really done anything with them. We've had one good Kelleher save. They don't really like the pump fists. We've done okay, but we can do better. As we're coming forward very early in the second half here. We are just sort of trying to control this second half and almost see it out. Can Saba find Dionku out wide? Saba's going to make his own way. Oh! Great effort from Saba. Thought he was going to go out wide to Dionku. He didn't. It's a good save by Gillespie in the end. We've made sure our shots are on target, which is good. Corner. Back post. Hugiel. Oh, the keeper came and didn't get there. Very hectic start to this second half. Sibley wins the header and we can try and counter here. It's 2v3. Whittaker has the ball to Hugiel. Oh, good save Gillespie again. Gillespie's stepping up in the second half so far. A couple of really good saves early on from him. And he's going to claim the corner as well. Mark Gillespie with a good start to the second half for Hull. But a good start for us too to be getting the chances. Brighton have taken the lead. Middlesbrough have levelled. I said Brighton have taken the lead. It's skipped to 2 Birmingham goals later. They've had a cracking start to the second half. Brown's going to try and find Osborne. Does, but away by Carter Vickers. Dionku's got space here. I thought Dionku was going to hit it. That looks offside. And that's 2 offside goals now. That was close. Whittaker made a really good run. A great ball from Max Bird as well. Very close call, that one. Probably the right call. apologies, we're back. Couple of notes there. One, we saw that out pretty well. Two, Oxford beat West Ham. That's a stunning result right there. Late winner from Oxford, John Marcus, or Marquis. I'm not sure how to say his name. Oxford play in such a way that is going to get them some very strange results. And I mean, that's a big one. It puts us back to the top of the league. Apparently, it seems Whittaker's goal maybe shouldn't have been disallowed. I agreed with the officials at the time. I thought it was slightly offside. But it's not affected the result of the game, so I'm not too concerned. But it does mean we now go into this Barnsley game with it being first versus fourth, and they are in some very good form as well. This is going to be a difficult one. And we go into it with no Reece Burke. He is suspended. He'll be suspended for this Barnsley game, which is very unfortunate, as he has been an absolute rock at the back for us. And Barnsley's best player is by far that Dane Scarlett that's up front for them. So not the time that I would want to be missing a centre-back. But John Story is more than talented enough to step in. Though Story and Knight is a very untried partnership right now. So I don't know how that's going to go. We should have the Everton game at some point in this run. We're going to go until the next international break, which I believe is 6 more games, 5 in the Championship and 1 in the League Cup. And then once we end today, get through the international break, we won't have another international break until March. So we'll be able to get our heads down and get through the season a little bit more, which is going to be much better. Did forget about international breaks, unfortunately. But, you know, here we are. We make our way through them. It's fine. They're actually pretty nice little timing spots right now. But the good thing is at the moment we are sort of playing every few days, so it's not too long in between games, which is very nice. And hopefully, I'm not sure why this is deciding to take as long as it is, but there we go. Starting to get some advancement now. Look at it. Look at all these penalties. Blackburn, Southampton, you're getting all the penalties. Boring. You got to score proper goals, like Jordan Hugill. And we're still getting a whole lot of disallowed goals. Declan Rudd's now back, which is good. Our under-18s win a game 7-1, though it was only against Warrington. I can't imagine their team is that great. Conan Ong bags 4 and gets a 10. Yes, Dane Scarlett. We are going to have to keep a very close eye on him. Very good player. I could have done with Dane Scarlett missing this game, to be honest. Would have been nice if he chose this one to be like absent for some reason, just any reason. Just don't play. Just be nice and go not play in this game. But if we can get a couple of good results here, the Manager of the Month award's not out of the question. I would like one of those. I don't think I've had one yet. I've had a Manager of the Year with Cheltenham in League 2 and became second and got promoted. I would like a Manager of the Month. As I've just noticed, my under-23s and my under-18s both play on the same day as we do on that Saturday, both against Middlesbrough. Which is pretty fun. Chris Froggatt got a man of the match performance as Dulwich Hamlet have reached the first round of the FA Cup. And Shabulski also scored. That's good to see. I will need to try and loan a few less players out next time and actually sort out who's going to go on loan, who's going to stay, kind of thing. I can see Barnsley being pretty good. Not prepared. Sure. Great. I don't think... What's his name? I completely forgot. I'm absolutely blanking on his name. Barry. I don't think Louis Barry's going to be fit for this one. Which is fine, because Whittaker's still showing some decent form. Barry's back in training, and our under-23s finally win a game. Thank goodness for that. Chilani Dilrosun gets 2. Jack Stretton even nets one as well. I don't actually know who Jack Stretton is, but okay. Was unaware that he was a person. I feel slightly bad for saying that, but I was entirely unaware he existed. The first round draw for the FA Cup's been done, and it's quite nice for us that we're not in it this year. We don't come into the third round as a Championship club, so happy days. This is a surprisingly big game. I did not expect Barnsley to be right up here battling it out, but it's good to see somebody different. It is good to see someone a little bit different. Barnsley scrapping it out towards the top of the Championship. Good for them. And I probably sound a little bit sarcastic right now, but this is actually great to see somebody like Barnsley this high up in the Championship. Luton have slightly dropped off, unfortunately. You know, even Birmingham have not been up this end of the Championship for a good while. So it's good to see them as well. But it's all still pretty close. There's still a lot of fighting going on after just 13 games of the season. And you can see here, Dane Scarlett, 9 goals, top scorer in the league. Archie Brown's the highest average rating. That is incredible. Declan Rudd 1 off on clean sheets. That is going to be a question. Do we bring Declan Rudd back in for this game? John Story's just going to step in for Reece Burke, which means Long onto the bench. And then I'm getting Codeman back on the bench and just kind of alternating those two. Barry, it says, can do 75 minutes. I do feel bad for him. We've kind of paid a reasonable fee for him, and he's not appeared like at all. Hart can go back down to the under-23s. Sorry, Joe. He turns 37 this season. The question is, do we start Declan Rudd? I think we might. How fit is he? Past fitness test from his somewhere short. Full match resistance should be honest accordingly. No, I think we're going to go for Kelleher. I think we're going to stay with Kelleher. So it's one change enforced. Reece Burke suspended for this game. So Jordan Story steps in at centre-back to take on the most informed striker in the league. And this is a televised game. Very nice. So can we show our abilities on television? Will Dane Scarlett show his very high abilities? They've got a regen centre-back, which is interesting. You see here, first v4, the big game. We're already 6 points ahead of them. So a win here would be massive. Even this early on in the season, it would be a benchmark result. But they've got an early free kick here. Thomas with a ball towards, well, I was going to say the back post, but it was kind of straight at Kelleher, who's taken it cleanly. He's gone long with the ball. What a kick to Ben Osborne. Through to Whittaker. Touch. Oh, what a challenge. I don't know who Apo Helm is, but what a tackle that was. That's one of the best challenges I've ever seen. Can Knight get there? He can. Josh Knight with a turn of speed. Apo Helm, what a challenge. A 25-year-old Finnish centre-back who's actually at the club in real life. He looks very, very good. And that was a spectacular challenge from him. And then there's this Stansfield lad. Tom Stansfield, on loan from Everton. The Everton could do with him at the moment. But we've started this one well. They're going to get a text chance and Kelleher makes the save. Can we encourage people? We can encourage people. Look at us go. We're being slightly less clinical today. We were a lot more clinical against Hull. We do have a corner. Osborne swinging it deep. Helm away. We are just able to keep it, though Story under a bit of pressure. Does well, I guess. Dionku long to Hugill. Flick. Whittaker! What a strike from Morgan Whittaker. That's on his weak foot as well. That is a strike from the youngster. I say youngster, 22. We've got another free kick just a couple of minutes later as well here. Saba's going to swing it in. It's a good ball towards the back post. And it's Morgan Whittaker again. What has gotten into Morgan Whittaker? He is absolutely on fire at the moment. It's 2-0 against a Barnsley side that's in great form as well. Walton sort of came and didn't get there. Whittaker with the composure to just nod it in. Dionku has picked up a yellow, which is slightly concerning. And we will need to make some midfield changes in this game. Bird, Saba and Osborne already looking a little bit tired, but another free kick here. Can we try and work another chance? Sibley's found Saba just. Dionku's made a great run down the right. Can he pull it back? No, he's lost out to low in the end. Now we're a little bit backwards right now. They can go long ball. No, they're definitely trying to play. They are still trying to play, which is good to see. Campbell looking wide does get it there as well. Thought Osborne might be able to jump in on that one. Now Barnsley are pressing here. Styles past one. Styles past a lot. Unfortunately, he drives it wide. We gave Styles a lot of room there. There's a little bit too much room. Stansfield's picked up a yellow. Who's he marking? He's on Hugill, isn't he? So he'll be on Jordan Hugill. Can we get to half-time? Saba is very, very tight. We'll get Saba back out there for a little bit. I believe it's Kobnan on the bench right now. We may look to start Alexander or Kobnan in the Swansea game. It might be Alexander. Can we make it 3? A third would be huge. Pulls it back for Bird. Saba again. Saba to Whittaker. Halm away, and the counter-attack is on. Thomas making the run down the line. Ends up pulling it back, and pulling it back well, actually. They've opened up some space there. Osborne's chasing, which has drawn our players inside. Dawson's got around. Good block. Scarlett blocked by Story, I think. Jordan Story playing well so far. Yeah, Saba is really tired right now. We're going to press do it. Quick way to make the change. I never actually do that. I don't know why. Kobnan's going to come on. I do kind of forget that you can do that as well, actually. Well, I'm not bringing Leo Connor on. That's a bit of a strange change. So we're not doing that. We will bring Bird off for Finley Robertson. Or not. Or not. There we go. As deep line playmaker. Then we've got one more change. Sibley's tired. Osborne's tired as well. So we are going to have to pick who we take off here. Well, it can't really be Sibley. I haven't got another centre mid. Other than apparently Leo Connor. Maybe we do that. This might be a little bit risky. We're going to put Leo Connor in there. I'm going to see how he gets on in midfield. And immediately Barnsley have the ball. This may have been a mistake. O'Connor's gone absolutely chasing after it. We haven't got there. Knights tried to just kick Dane Scarlett there by the looks of it. Dawson's got a ball in. Great tackle, Jordan Story. It's still there, though. Style shot blocked. Story and Knight are playing brilliantly so far. Robertson recovers that one, and Whittaker's off. Whittaker is just gone. Square it. He's gone himself. And I'm not sure whether that's been pushed into Hugill or if that was a cross. But Jordan Hugill makes it 3. They've made all 3 changes in one go. They know that they're in trouble here. It's a kick-off highlight. Can Barnsley try and get something straight away? Kobnan can't quite win that one, unfortunately. In from behind, though. What a challenge. From Lancine Kobnan. Long ball again. Hugill brings it down. He kind of got around, but Osborne's still there. Osborne is tired, though, and he does give it away. I think that's the tiredness coming in there. O'Connor with a great tackle, though. That's the thing with having a right back in midfield. Halm with a composed header away. And now Cummings is, well, coming forward, fires from an absolute mile away. And we will take that any day of the week. It does seem like Barnsley are rather throwing everything at us now. We're already 3-0 down, so they've got to go for it. White, back to Kane. Can we get a tackle in? We've defended extremely well so far today. We'd love to keep another clean sheet. Kelleher hasn't conceded a goal in the league. We would love a 4th clean sheet in a row. Cummings did get that. Thomas is in. Good save, Kelleher. He wants his clean sheet. That's a good save. And Robertson steps in to pick that one up. And now it's a breaking away chance. Finley Robertson, ball for Hugill. Oh, well defended by Stansfield. Very close, that one. We're gonna go a bit more cautious. They look like they're sending more and more. I would love to be able to bring Osborne off right now. We're not really in a position to do that. They've gone all in, but it's too late. Can we get that clean sheet? Yes, we can. The clean sheet comes with it again. So we're going to remain top of the league. Don't know when West Ham are playing. I didn't notice if they were playing same day as we were. No, we're actually literally the only game. We were literally the only game today. Oh, well, no, we were early, okay. We were just earlier. And by earlier, I mean 15 minutes earlier. West Ham beat Hull 2-1 at home. I'm not surprised. Brighton only drew with Blackburn. Onuma with a late equaliser there. Brentford beat Sunderland, so Brentford have moved into fourth. Southampton moving into fifth. So Southampton are coming back. They beat Luton. Southampton are starting to make a run now. Fortunately, we've already played them once, so we're kind of out of the way of them. Now we get some interesting player choices. Hello. That was a noise. Hey! First raid! Thank you very much, Big Ashy. First ever raid on the channel. Thank you so much. That's awesome. That is awesome, awesome. Hello, everyone. Flying Scotsman Gaming. Hello. Hello, everyone. Ashy, awesome. Hey, thank you so much. Yeah, that's awesome. Cheers, guys. And girls. I don't know if it's all guys or all girls. I'll just say cheers, everyone. It covers people a bit more. Is it weird that I'm actually going a little bit red? Like, you can tell I've gone way red. Thank you so much. Ashley bottled it. Oh, this is awesome. Sack the manager. I'm not sure whether you're on about me or Ashley. Hey, just saying, I'm top of the league. 2 seasons on the trial, lost in the VNM playoff semi-final. Oh, that is always a horrible feeling. Playoffs are the worst. I try and avoid the playoffs as much as possible. I even get to the point sometimes where if I'm either going to make the playoffs or miss them, like I can't get automatic, I'll just, I'm out. I'll just go, we'll do it next year. I don't want to deal with that. That's how it is with me in playoffs. They never end well. We've got Terry Taylor. This is a fantastic name. He's not bad. I'm not sure I'd have him personally, but he's not bad. Oh, I'm not going through 20 players. That is too many. Threw the league away. B of second place, second last game of the season to lose the league. Ouch. Yeah, that is always rough. I've always noticed with this game as well, your final few games are either really nice and it's like bottom of the league and it's all of those teams, or it's every team in the top 6. Now that is how this game works. There's no kind of mixed run-in, top team, bottom team, nice little run. No. It is every most difficult game possible. And I will add, this is the first successful save, and I'm calling it successful now. It might not end that way. But this is the first successful save I've had going in Football Manager for about 4 years now. So I'm just happy that it was the one I chose to stream for the first time ever. That it actually decided, hey, here's some wins. It's great. It's lovely actually winning some games. Thank you very much, Tony. I will say as well, I actually forget about this because I go through so many days of like not having viewers or whatever, or just streaming and no one really following. If you want a player in my save, then just put a player name, either a nationality or a club, and then if you really want, you can have a position, and I will put them into the game by renaming a regen. Hang on a sec, guys. Apologies there, we are back. Kind of it's been progressing. Yeah, so as I was going through here, Darren Ferguson decides we're not that good. He thinks that we're actually quite bad and they're going to win. Right. No more than I expected from the lads, which is absolutely not true. I did not think we'd be here at all. We should win this game, but we're also kind of a bit tired at the moment. So we may have to rotate a little bit. And I would like to put a strong team out against Everton. We've made the run in the League Cup. We've got to the last 16. I don't want to kind of just give up and throw it away now. I would like to at least give Everton a good game. They started pretty badly this season, Everton. But focus goes on the Swansea game first. It's an away trip as well, which I'm always slightly sceptical playing away games. And we have 2 in a row in the league, with Reading as well. But it's 2 teams that are, I wouldn't say wrong end of the table. Swansea, I'd say wrong end. Reading are kind of just... Reading just exist. They are mid-table. So, here's hoping we can pick up a couple of results there. But that Everton game is tempting. I want to throw everything at that. Because I would love a League Cup quarter-final. That'd be a really, really good run for us this season. First season in charge of Derby. After 2 seasons with Cheltenham. Just to give a bit of backstory. First season with Cheltenham, second in League 2, got promoted. Second season we came 14th in League 1, but towards the back end of that season, we agreed a pre-contract with Derby. And we've had a spectacular start to the season with Derby, out of absolutely nowhere. And my under-18s have won a game. It's only their second win. The youth teams are starting to come around now. That's 1 win over Middlesbrough. Can the under-23s do it as well? I'm going to say, probably not. We don't know, they haven't played yet. Just a second there, hold on. Cheers, yeah, it's... As I said sort of a few minutes ago, it's the first really decent save I've had in years on Football Manager. I've had real problems actually trying to do well in Football Manager. And I just kind of decided, hey, I might as well start streaming it. And funnily enough, it's been the one where we're actually doing quite well. So I chose a good time to do it. Story's going to be the unfortunate one dropping out. Kelleher's going to keep his place for now. I'll probably put Rudd in goal for the League Cup game. Osborne, Saba, we know they're all a bit tired. Do I want to give Coban a run? Neither Alexander or Coban are feeling too good. We'll give Alexander a game. I mean, he's on loan here. Well, there's no point in wasting him. Might give Leo O'Connor a game at right back. Dionku's one away from suspension, which I don't want to get him suspended. And then I think Robertson's going to come in for Bird. He's been the most tired out of everyone. And I can probably rest Sibley in the League Cup. Osborne needs a rest as well, really. I feel bad changing the team so much because I know what happens when you do this. Everything goes horribly wrong, is what happens. Sorry, Barry. I might even take Dionku off the bench, put Gilby on there, just to have an extra centre mid in case. And then hopefully we can pull something off here. I'm making it sound like Swansea are like really high up, really good, saying we can pull something off. I mean, they're wrong end of the table, and Tom Cleverley is their captain, with Troy Deeney up front. As we get to wear our sort of darkish pink kit. I don't really know how to describe it. Oh, kick-off highlight. Straight away, we're into action. This could be a rapid time goal. I think that's my fastest goal ever. Was that 12 seconds? I was like 11 point something. Jordan Hugill, goodness me. Okay. Well, we couldn't have asked for a better start there. That was about 4 passes. That was incredible. I know it's going to go wrong at some point, so I'm just really enjoying the time whilst we're actually winning games. Thank you very much, The Reaper. Thank you very much for the follow. We'll just throw it out there again. If you do want a player in my save, then if you put a name, either a nationality or a club, and then if you really want a position as well, and we can find a regen in the game that we can name after you, or whatever name you want to give to that player. So you can have your own little part in here, and we can keep updates on them. There's a player that I sold at the, not the beginning of this season, a player I sold when I joined Derby, just scored for Coventry. That's a lot of room for Thomas. That's a lot of space. And that's a deflection and in. I think that's hit. I think it was Burke. And has gone in the corner. And that's our first goal conceded in 5 games. And it's a horrible deflection on us just not closing down their forward. 1 shot, 1 goal for them. Josh Thomas, a Swansea youth player, actually. That is a horrible goal to concede. And it's going to take us to half-time as well. It's their 1 shot. There was going to be a game like this at some point. We've been the better team. Alexander is nervous and on a yellow card, which concerns me. We might have to drag Saba out on here. Even though he is a bit tired. We might have a chance here, though. And it is Alexander on the ball. Can he get it in? Pulls it back. O'Connor in. Somebody in the box. Whittaker, is he onside? Oh, that's an awful miss. The flag went up. Mike Dean refereeing this game, by the way. Flag went up, but that is a bad miss from Whittaker. Though that's a good header from Hugill. I thought that was in. I really thought that was in for a moment. West Ham have levelled it with Birmingham. Birmingham have had a really good start to this season. Don't tell me. Good tackle by O'Connor. Robertson away. Hugill's got there. Play it through. Whittaker's in. Oh, what a tackle. Alexander. It's one of these games. We've been clinical the past few matches. And the clinical side is starting to disappear here. We're going to bring Alexander off. We are going to make Saba go on. And we're actually going to bring Whittaker off, who's been really good recently. But Barry is back. And he is one of the top scorers in the Championship, despite missing the past sort of month and a bit through injury. Barnsley are winning again. So Barnsley losing to us hasn't affected them too much. Swansea are coming into this game quite heavily right now. They are really making a comeback here. I think my last change might be a bit weird, but we'll see how this goes. Put the pressure on them. Hugo's not offside, apparently. Saba's got a bit of room. Great ball. And it's offside again. Another offside goal. That was very close as well. This might be a bit of a strange change. We're going to bring Gilby on. He hasn't had a lot of football recently. And it might have just cost us a point here. Long throw from Bennett. It's over everyone. Burke half clears. We don't win that header either. Tom cleverly. Ooh, just wide. We can't be giving Cleverly that kind of space. Corner. Can we get a late winner? Robertson headed away. Should be picked up by O'Dowda. Gilby. Reverse pass. Robertson. Oh, what a ball! O'Dowda! Callum O'Dowda! Oh, that's a huge goal. Callum O'Dowda with his first goal for the club. That is a massive goal, potentially. It's been deserved as well, though. Swansea have a corner. It's not being shown, fortunately. Now we have our own corner. Just keep it up that end. And Callum O'Dowda. What a huge goal that is. I did not see him getting a goal like that. Goodness me. Callum O'Dowda with a huge goal. And it puts us 3 points clear as West Ham only draw with Birmingham. And we're 5 clear of Brighton in third. Brighton, I believe, won. Yeah. They got a 3-1 win. What a start we've had. Oh dear. Now Ferguson's blaming their work ethic. Sir Alex's son. Complacency from his side. I don't agree with it. We're here on merit. It was entirely undeserved. How was that undeserved? Simply with his 150th game for the club. We did pick up a few cards there. They got stuck in, which is fine. No less than we deserved. And we get fined £5,000, but we're fine with that. I'll absolutely take that to get a 90th minute winner. And of all people, Callum O'Dowda. First goal we've conceded in 5, but it's 5 straight wins. Well, I guess we've made a new rival. I was looking at some Crew youth players. None of them seem amazing. Just because Crew have a really good academy. Obviously, we've got our own really good academy as well. Late game was Bristol City and Crew in a 1-1 draw. Crew have dropped into the bottom 3. And again, the bottom 3 is the 3 that came up. Which always annoys me a little bit with this game. I think I might have mentioned this before, but it does seem a lot of times that every team that comes up just seems to go back down again. Obviously, it's not every single team, but it just kind of feels like it. It just feels a little bit silly. That doesn't happen. Our under-23s get a draw. It's not too bad. Especially with the team in 4th, that is really not bad. Jelani Dilrosun gets the goal for us. Certainly keeping an eye on Dilrosun. Very good. Well, pretty good potential. Dutch player as well, which is interesting. We'll be waiting to get our Well, I say I'm very excited about our youth intake just because of how high our facilities are and how good our academy coaching and stuff is. I would hope that we would at least get one reasonably good player. Hugill's goal was counted as 11 seconds. Didn't quite match. Was it Christian Eriksen against Man United? That was about 10 or something, wasn't it? Who got... Shane Long's got the fastest, I think. So it used to be Ledley King, which was just one of the weirdest statistics of all time, that Ledley King had the fastest goal in Premier League history. And then it got overtaken by, I think it was Shane Long. Then Christian Eriksen came pretty close. There's your random little facts, because I apparently just say random things. It's awesome to have had a raid, man. First raid I've ever had. It was awesome. But we now have 3 days, and then it's kind of a pressure off game, really. The pressure's going to be on Everton, but we're also at home, which makes things quite fun. It's always interesting to see the kind of people that reply to your tweets and stuff like that. Because I'm trying to keep it more that I kind of support the people that are playing like similar games and stuff. Because for it doesn't make sense if I'm playing Football Manager and they're playing like Apex. It doesn't really make a lot of sense. Like, I want to support everyone, obviously. But it feels like it makes more sense to try and promote and support more people on Football Manager. I know it's kind of a very niche game, in that you're only going to really play it if you enjoy football. But I feel like it can be, especially when you get further into a save as well and you start having generated players, as weird as this sounds and as maybe sad as this sounds, you form a connection with generated players because they're not real, they're your players. So as weird as that kind of sounds, they've still got Calvert-Lewin, still got James, Doucouré's still there. Rangi's is Paulson, Ben Godfrey and Michael Keane, Jared Branthwaite's still there, Pickford's still the keeper. So it's still a pretty familiar Everton team. And it's an Everton team that we can beat. It's going to be very difficult, obviously. We will have to play up to a very high standard. It's a game that we certainly can win. We've only lost one game this season so far, and it was to West Ham, who unfortunately started to drop some points. And to teams that are surprising, especially that Oxford win over West Ham was out of absolutely nowhere. But it was very pleasant to see. So hoping for more of those. Oh, goodness me. The under-23s lost 6-1. I mean, Burnley are top. They've only lost one game, and Penfold's red card did not help. And again, I'll sort out under-23s and such when we get to next season. Under-23s, under-18s. I'll start sorting out who's actually going on loan, who's going to stay with the club, and give us kind of the best development for everyone. Although we're now going to hit November, and I might actually win a Manager of the Month award. Yep, the EFL Cup rolls into town. Everton are not massive favourites for this game, which I think is completely justified. Because they are down in 18th in the Premier League, and we're top of the Championship. O'Dowda and Hugh Gillen, the team of the week. As we get a nice little League Cup press conference. Better than some people expected. Yeah, every team has a chance by this stage. One match at a time. I always back my boys. Always back them. You've got to back your boys. Confidence. Excited. When you say it's not every day we get to play a team the stature of Everton, it's not like we're a small team. We're still Derby. We're not exactly a small club. Their manager's excited about the game as well, which is good. Thank you very much for at least being slightly bothered about our game. Does Brighton knock out Leicester? See, there we go. Championship clubs knocking out Prem clubs. It is happening. Colchester knock out Swansea. Wow, okay. Colchester into the quarterfinals of the League Cup. That's a heck of a run from them. Can we provide a bit of a surprise? I won't call it a massive one. Technically, there's only what? How do we do? Oh, Morgan Whittaker and Jordan Hugill, second and third in Player of the Month. Archie Brown, third in Young Player. And how have I come second? I mean, Shed Award. Shed. We share. I'd say my results were more impressive. Dean Smith wins Manager of the Month. Oh, goodness me. I can't get a break. I can't get it to fall my way. I've not won a Manager of the Month award yet. In this whole save. Even with Cheltenham, I didn't win one. Goodness me. I mean, fair enough, but okay. I'm taking Shed with that one. I'm sharing that one out. So I think we've got 3 more games for this stream. We've got Everton, then we've got Reading, and I think we've got 1 more before the next international break. So that's where we'll end it for today. As we get a few fitness tests, who's actually ready for this game? Let me just check the schedule. So we'll have Middlesbrough. Ooh, that's a tough game. In fact, that's a tough run right there. I mean, Luton aren't exactly as high as they were at the start, but Middlesbrough, Brentford, Brighton. That's a tough little run right there. So we'll have a couple more matches after this one in the league. Luis Muriel, he was not there before. I think we'll give Covenant the game. We'll let Covenant play. Saba can stay on the bench. We'll give Brown a rest because he was coming up a little bit tired in that last one. O'Connor can play again. We'll get Rudd back in goal. Barry's at... I'm going to leave Barry, actually. And we're going to let Hugo have a full rest. O'Dowda's going to get rewarded. And I think we're going to allow our other midfielders to play this one. Robertson can play again. And then defensively, do we stick with Burke and Knight? I think I want to give Story a game. Burke's had a rest recently, so let's give Knight a rest. And we'll put Long on the bench. We'll be nice to Kevin and get him on the bench. And you know, we're going to give Sibley a complete rest, and Wolf Oaks is going to come on to the bench. It is a bit of a backup squad. It's still not a bad team by any means. This is not a bad group of players to take on Everton. This is going to be a very tough one. Though I don't think this is any tougher than the West Ham game. Pickford, Aguiar, Godfrey, Keane, Mikalenko. Stuart Dallas is at Everton. Calvert-Lewin and Muriel up front are going to be a very tough group to, well, very tough pair to deal with. That is a very nice striker pairing. Let's see how we do in front of the Pride Park crowd in a League Cup last 16 game. I would love to make the quarterfinals. It would be amazing. Can we put some pressure on their defenders? They've played that out very well. They've played that out extremely well. And Muriel's turned the defender. Muriel is gone. Wow. Okay then, Luis Muriel. That was impressive. They didn't really do anything there, other than Muriel just went 100 miles an hour around everybody. Chance for Guarassi heads wide. Looks like we may have been a little overconfident coming into this one. Guarassi's the left mid and we're letting them win headers. That's not a positive. As Rudd has made a save. That is a positive. Unfortunately, at the moment, Luis Muriel just kind of 600 miles an hour running past my whole team has Everton 1-0 up. But we have a corner here. Robertson's going to swing it in, headed away, and O'Dowda is going to get there. O'Dowda's going to run down the right. That's the wrong side of the pitch, my friend. Robertson, that was an interesting pass. Thank goodness O'Connor got there. Gilby's got Codenan. Michael Keane wins that one. This Guarassi must be extremely tall. Burke misses the challenge. Muriel's in again. Rudd with a save. Luis Muriel is causing all kinds of issues right now. He is just using his speed. Good ball in, Burke away. Do we swap Burke and Story around? Might be an idea. Buchanan's got some space here. For Lee Buchanan, of all people, with all the space, puts a ball in, Godfrey away. It's back to Buchanan again. And Pickford's going to claim that one. Jordan Pickford in his what? Little T-Rex arms. Long kick. Burke header. Big gap. Mikalenko just got there. And now we might be in some trouble here. Stuart Dallas out on the right. Dallas has got enough pace. Probably going to, he finds Aguiar in the end. Ball in, back post. Guarassi is huge. He's won at least 3 headers already in this. He is 6'2". That is a very big winger. He's actually a striker. They're playing him left mid for this game. He is a very, very big boy. It's kind of just waiting for Everton to make this 2. Mikalenko's got all the room in the world. We block it just about. Robertson gets it away. Keane and Godfrey are having a very easy day so far, unfortunately. Can we demand more for the last couple of minutes of the half? No. Itten and Whittaker have not been there so far. something else in the second half. Itten is really not feeling it. Everyone else reacted pretty well. Itten not having a happy time. We are getting absolutely pummeled. Everton corner now as well. Burke away. Can O'Dowda get there? He can. Can we hit them on the counter? No. Ben Godfrey. Goodness me. That was quick. Although, bad pass. Pickford can only half clear. We put the pressure on. They make a mistake. O'Dowda's got space again. Callum O'Dowda should square it. Good save by Pickford. And now they're countering. Calvert-Lewin. Good tackle by Burke. I think that is going to be a change, actually. We're going to swap Burke and Story over. We're going to let Story try and take Muriel. And Burke take Calvert-Lewin. Should have been a change I made earlier, really. Not sure it would have stopped the goal. It kind of went past both of them anyway. Robertson's got Itten. Itten's actually found a good ball to O'Dowda there. But they've got a lot of men back still. O'Dowda trying to put some pressure on. Trying to tempt the red from Decore. It doesn't happen. Buchanan wins it back, though. Very well won back by Buchanan. Good ball out wide to Codenan. This is good experience for Lanzini. Pull back for Robertson. Itten! We're looking better. Unfortunately, Godfrey and Keane are having very, very good games right now. They haven't had to do a whole lot, but what they've done extremely well. Zagadar back post, good header by Story. Gabamin's on, or Bamin, I'm not sure if you pronounce the G. Oh, well in Gilby. Alex Gilby on the charge. Go on, Alex Gilby, all the way. All the way, Alex. Oh, I think he's trying to lob the keeper. Alex Gilby, what was that? Goodness me. That was a heck of an attempt. I think Whittaker's going to come off. We're going to bring Louis Barry on. We'll give Itten the game, even though he's not been that good. O'Dowda wins as a corner. Corner's not going to come to anything, though. Now, Burke's got a yellow. Burke wins that header against Calvert-Lewin, though. Can we win it back? There's a lot of space over on this near side. There's a lot of space there, too. Muriel, Calvert-Lewin, great tackle by Burke. That was risky, but it had to be done. And the long ball forward is just nothing. It's a very nothing ball. And they're kind of just toying with us right now. Ball through, Calvert-Lewin, good save by Declan Rudd. It was offside anyway. But good to see Declan Rudd make a good save. Callum O'Dowda tired, so we'll bring on Ben Osborne. Or not. Game's not having me right now. Corner for Everton, back post, headed away by Itten. I want something from Itten, man. It's still only one. We're still vaguely in this game, or are we? Good tackle by Robertson, but the fullback's there to pick it up for Everton. Gets it to the edge of the box where Decore is. We've closed him well. But there's a lot of blue shirts forward here. Gabamin's out on the left. Can we get in front of Decore just about? Dallas skips a challenge. Good tackle, Lee Buchanan. And Michael Keane just steps in. Keane and Godfrey have been really, really good. Although Gabamin nearly gave that away then. So he's ended up finding a good pass to Dallas. Dallas skips the challenge of Osborne, skips past Buchanan. The crosses back post, and Serhu Garassi just too big for Leo O'Connor to deal with. That goal was coming. A Garassi back post header was coming. There it is. And that's probably us. I mean, it might be worse here. Dallas free kick. Yeah, it's 3. Gabamin this time gets his head on it. This probably isn't. This isn't really out of the ordinary. It probably should be about 3. We haven't in the slightest been in this game. We haven't stepped up to this fixture at all. Will Volks might as well come on, to be honest. This could end up being 4 or 5. We just really haven't shown up. I think that's the worst part about... Well, oh, God, English. That's the worst part about this. We just have not shown up at all. Gabamin's got Garassi. He's caused all sorts of problems. Back to Gabamin. Good save by Rudd. Oh, my goodness me. It's extremely one-sided game. And this is a team in the bottom 3 in the Premier League. How are Everton in the bottom 3? Keane and Godfrey have been spectacular. I say spectacular. They haven't had a lot to do. What they've had to do, they've done really well. Gilby had a man there. Barry's offside. He missed anyway. Say missed. Hit the post. It counts as a miss, really. But at this point, we're just trying not to concede again. Moise Keane's come on. We'll just get to the end of the game. It's unfortunate that we just didn't really show up. Easy win for Everton. Keane and Godfrey will not have an easier game than that. But it was the League Cup. We'd already had an alright run in it. I'd rather lose in that than the league right now, so... Arsenal are through, Bournemouth are through, and Liverpool sneak past Sheffield United. But we rather got bullied there. Not too upset. Considerably bigger than we are. Yeah, O'Connor just got bullied. O'Connor got absolutely bullied by that striker that was playing left mid and apparently playing it perfectly, despite literally having no idea how to play there. He played it spectacularly well for a man that didn't know how to play left mid. But, oh well. Focus goes on to the Reading game now. Mid-table team. This game does tend to quite like Reading. I've seen them in the Premier League before. And I think they're a bit of an up and down team, really. We can get our first team back out there and hopefully keep our good run in the league going. So I think we're about five straight wins in the league. And we've only conceded 1 goal in those 5, and that was in the last game. As Liam Penfold is progressing, which is really good to see. That he could be a really good centre-back for us. Promising centre-back, as you can see. Was from Montserrat. Was born on the island of Montserrat. Now representing England, though. Liam Penfold is definitely a centre-back that we are looking to bring into the senior team very soon. Which will be a good reason why Kevin Long will not be here very long, considering he's 32. Oh, no. Oh, that's a really bad one, that. Jelani Dilrosun, a man who's developing so well, just broke his leg. Oh, goodness sake. Hate that. Yeah, hate to see that. A youngster that's developing well, getting a major injury like that. It just derails them. Not fun. Not good at all. Positive reaction. I won't be discussing that. I don't think that will be something I'll look to do. O'Connor will not be playing. Though Reading's left wing will not be as good as that Everton player was. If he is, I'll question what he's doing at Reading. But 2 more games this stream. We've got Reading and Middlesbrough. As I said, I did look and I instantly forgot who we were playing. Reading and Middlesbrough are our last 2. We do get into a bit of a tough run after this Reading game. But we also have an international break after the Middlesbrough game. So we get some players rested. Hopefully there won't be any injuries like that. I'm not even going to talk about that, to be honest, because Itton's not going to play. So there is no point me discussing that. They can call, they can text, they can Zoom, whatever. I'm not answering that question. There is no point me answering that question. As we prep for yet another fun championship game, fun-filled. What are we, 15 games in now? Still top of the league. Does this mean we are a legitimate contender? Is 15 games enough to be at the point where you consider yourselves a legitimate contender? Wolvolks wants to go on loan. Permanent. Okay. Yeah, I'll look to sell Volks in January, that's fine. I'll loan him as well. I don't know if anybody will want him. His value's a little bit high, honestly, for what he is. He was never really going to play for us, to be honest. Kevin Long is also not happy. This is fine. So you on? That won't be necessary. I don't want to leave. Honestly, I don't want you here, mate, to be honest. I didn't buy you. This was not my choice. Rudd and Barry are fit to play. I think there's a big question mark now on what we do at goalkeeper. It's certainly a more awkward situation than we had before. We've got quite a few players getting towards yellow card limits, which is worrying. Knight's going to step back in for Story. Obviously, Buchanan steps back out for Archie Brown. Saba's going to come back in there, and we're going to give Alexander the bench spot because he couldn't play in the last game. He was cup tied. We're going to go Sibley and Bird again. Max Bird is wanted. Oh yeah, that's the same one as last time. Germany, Hamburg won him. Itton out for Hugill. Do we start Barry or do we stick with Whittaker? I think we're going to give Barry a run this time. Just to give Whittaker a little rest. Osborne for O'Dowda. And other than that, I think we're about there. Other than Will Vokes coming out for Gilby. There we go. Okay. Ready to go. Second last game of the stream. Reading away. Reading are a tough little team. 4-2-3-1 as well, which has been one of the more successful formations against this 4-4-2 style. And again, we're in our pink. We wore this against Swansea as well. We've got the first shot off. It's not the best effort. but it's an effort. We'll throw a bit of encouragement out there. One of their centre-backs is already on a yellow. Who's he on? He's on Hugill again. So Hugill's actually quite good at getting their players booked by the looks of it. Can we stop Ajaria? No, and that is a lot of space on the edge of the box. Another Sunday fortunately fires wide. That was the right back, actually. I think that's probably why that got fired wide. Good throw. Sibley ball in. Hugill! Oh, it's the crossbar. Oh, Hugill hits the bar. That was an extremely low XG chance, apparently. I'm not sure I'd call that a low one. West Ham are... I was about to say burning through Crewe, and I just noticed Dan Burn actually got the third. Barnsley are winning again. Barnsley are looking really good this year. I don't know if we just caught them on an off day or something. Barnsley looking extremely dangerous. 4 for West Ham in the first half. We are not looking that good right now. We've got apprehensive, we've got nervous. I don't know what's going on right now. We are struggling in this game. We're not playing particularly well. I don't mind if we don't play particularly well if we happen to win. Because we've had a couple of chances there. Southwood's kept us out. We do need to look to turn something around here. 3 yellow cards as well is not good. Crew have got a goal back, which is good for them. Fortunately, it's Burke with the card, so we'll get away with that one. We'll bring O'Dowda on since he's been in reasonable form. Kelleher, that's an interesting punch. Hugo actually with a good tackle there. It's a very interesting punch from Kelleher. O'Dowda is in a little bit of form right now, so we will get him on and hope he can pull something out of this game. But it's a Reading corner. And it's a good, wow, I say a good save from Kelleher. It was kind of straight at him, fortunately. Kelleher long to O'Dowda. Barry's just taking it off him. I'm not sure why. They've kind of 1-2'd it unintentionally. O'Dowda pulls it. Barry. Oh, Reading just get enough players back. It's still there, though. Sibley, well away. And Barry was actually offside. A good bit of end-to-end football there. I think we're going to bring Alexander on. Saba is apparently really not feeling it right now. Though Alexander's also nervous. I think that's just his natural reaction to everything. Brentford are 2 up. So we are slipping up here. Everybody else is winning. We are slightly slipping up. What's our final change going to be? Barry's had a very bad game, so we're going to turn to Whittaker. See if he can get us a late goal. Barry has got the ball there, though, to Brown. Brown's got room to put this ball in. He's found Sibley. Low to Hugill. O'Dowda! Callum does it again! It's Callum O'Dowda again with a potential winner. What is up with Callum O'Dowda right now? He is loving life right now. But it's a Reading corner not long after. Good header by Sibley. It's still there, though. We are chasing them. Armstrong is onside. Skip through. Knight does well. Josh Knight just about did enough there. Dropped back well. This is not over yet. Reading throw. McIntyre's going to go long-ish. Bird with a good header. And O'Dowda's there again. He's picking up everything right now as O'Dowda. And he's fouled by Samuels as well. Just a warning. Callum O'Dowda is doing something sensational right now. Can we get through this? Bird with a big challenge. And it looks like we're going to survive. Reading have certainly gone for it towards the end there in the text highlights, but we've got away with it. Yet another winner from Callum O'Dowda. 2 in a row in the league from him. And he may well have earned himself a start. Osborne wasn't great in that game. He hasn't been bad, but he hasn't been amazing this season. Callum O'Dowd just starting to take some chances at the moment. Louis Barry just seems to have lost his step a little bit. It was actually Knight outperforming Burke for once this time. Well, that keeps us top. A draw would have kept us top as well, but it keeps that 6-point gap to Brentford. And already 39 points, you're already thinking, probably safe. So at least that's a good position to be in. Graciously admitting, I think a draw would have been a fair result there. He's one of the nicest, most honest men in football. Hugo's bad day in front of... He'll have bad days. O'Dowd, lovely. Distinctive brand of football. Yes, we've done it. We've got a distinctive brand of football. Yes, we have created Ridge Ball. I've just realised how bad that sounds. Ridge Ball sounds awful. Anyway, moving on. 1 week until the Middlesbrough game at home. What a run we're on right now. It will have to come to an end at some point. Rather it wasn't this Middlesbrough game, but Middlesbrough are pressing right now and they're in some pretty good form. A 4-1 win over Oxford. I mean, it is Oxford. I don't see them staying up this year. I would like to see at least one of the 3 promoted sides actually stay up. Out of Crewe, Sunderland and Oxford. I would like to see at least one stay in the division. Because I feel it'd be really harsh if all 3 of them went down. And again, kind of a bit unrealistic. League 1 to Championship, yes, it's a difficult jump. I'm not going to say it's easy and they should definitely stay up. Wycombe have proved if you're not fully ready to make that jump, it is a really tough one to make. Like, it has been proven. But the amount of teams that come up from League 1 and actually have a reasonable first season is a good majority of the teams. Because everything is so close. Do we not have... We don't have enough players. That's going to be interesting. That's going to be interesting to see who they put up front. If I just drop Cedric Hitton, I'm just like, go play for the under-23s. Could actually do that. I could make him available. As long as I don't fully drop him into the under-23s. If I can find how to make him available. Get random texts about the COVID vaccine. It's a bit weird. 6 days until a tough match with Middlesbrough. So they are on a pretty good run right now. We're on a pretty good run ourselves. This may be where the winning run comes to an end. It wouldn't surprise me if this is where the winning run came to an end. I wouldn't hate a draw. Definitely would not hate on a draw. I would take that. Söyüncü gets a new 4-year deal with Inter. Söyüncü left Leicester for Inter Milan. I'd actually be gutted. I know Inter are pretty good now, but still, gutted. The under-18s win 6-1 and Paddy Julian gets 5. And of course Conan Ong comes on and scores. Paddy Julian is an interesting one. Like, his finishing is insane. And he's also 6'3", and he's not the slowest. What are we training him in right now? Why are we training him in poacher? I don't play a poacher. He's got work rate. His stamina's not brilliant. He'd be an advance forward. He could even be a pressing forward. He'd be a terrifying pressing forward, but I think advanced is probably going to be his best choice. Middlesbrough playing 4-2-3-1 as well. I don't like seeing that formation. It doesn't half cause me problems. I keep forgetting to make Itten available. It's interesting to see Palace so far down the table so far. Out of the 3 relegated teams. Obviously, Middlesbrough were actually relegated from the Prem last season. But Palace being 13th is a very interesting one. And the fact that we're actually ahead of West Ham just slightly breaks my brain. Goals per minute, there are 3 guys under 90 minutes a goal, including George Puskas for Reading. Thomas Dixon-Peters, I don't know who he is, but he's apparently able to score in good time. And again, he may have played like 1 game. Now, are our under-23s going to play that game before this finishes processing? In which case, sorry Cedric, you could have actually played for them. Somehow my transfer budget's up to 32 million. I don't know how that's happened. I seem to have just gained like 2 million out of nowhere. I'm not complaining. I'll absolutely take it. Still, it's a little bit odd. Did they already play? No. Kevin Long's left his agent. 72 players, including Ryan Kent, Harry Pickering. Actually, he's Lee Buchanan and Max Bird's agent as well. Mounier. There's certainly some interesting players in here. Chandali Budvarson, Kiana Herver. Certainly an interesting one. Rodney Congolo. A lot of Icelandics. A lot of Icelandic players. Bambo Diaby. You got any young players at lesser clubs? I guess the answer is a giant no. Maxwell Uday for Bristol Rovers. I'll just scout these guys because there is a chance. You never know. Like Jamie Hustwick. I mean, he's already 17. I don't think there's much potential there, but you never know. Michael Darlington. Any potential there? You got a little Telford player here. He actually doesn't look that bad. He's quick, decent passer. He looks alright, actually. Rodri Jenkins does not look too bad. Icelandic Bradford regen, Sigurlis Manny Olafsson. I'm thinking if they've got an agent, then they're probably not bad. That is very high tackling. And Lewis Kane. We'll just throw scout reports on those guys just to get an idea. John Story feels he should be playing more. This is an awkward one. Because I would like to play Jordan Story more. But can I do the old such and such is playing really well right now? Josh Knight's in the form of his life. He doesn't believe me. I'm going to really annoy Knight here. Story, you've got a few games. It's some tough games as well. If you don't perform well, I'm just going to try and make a profit out of you. Kevin Long doesn't... Oh, it's this one where they get really sad. I'm not good enough. I want to keep you against your will. I don't want to be priced out of the move. That's fine. Cool. I would happily accept 1.7 million for Kevin Long. I think that's about what Derby paid for him. So if I could somehow get that, if I could get anywhere near that much for him, I would be very happy to accept it. I forgot to make it available again. I keep doing that. I keep forgetting to make him available, and it's probably too late now. That's my bad. I apologise. Yeah, it's definitely too late now. How'd they do? 5-3. They still scored 3 goals. Paddy Julian actually came on and scored. We got another red card. And Jack Stretton got 2. I shouldn't really... I don't really need to look at these right now. We'll sort it out for next season. It's fine. Derby's certainly... I suppose to address something, Derby's certainly not our final move. I want to make this save last a good while. So we may well be moving around. Whether we stay in England or if we try and go abroad or if we do anything like that, I don't know. We need the pro really to do an abroad job. Obviously we are on our way to doing that, which is very positive. So if we can get that done, we'll be in a very good position to kind of pick and choose where we want to go. And we'll get a boost in reputation as well, just from having the badge. And if we can get a really good finish with Derby this season, not even necessarily getting promoted, if we can just get a really good finish, then we might get a reputation boost from that as well. And we're already doing pretty well, pretty quickly. I believe I'm not that high on player experience either, I don't think. I don't think I'm international or anything. No, definitely not international. Maybe I was just like regional or something. Apparently, it's back to just being in Holloway. Pearson's stopped taking me for no reason. And Darren Ferguson, who said some pretty bitter things, seemingly decided that he actually doesn't hate me either. So I guess we're okay on that front. They've decided, actually, you're cool. January may be the time to actually look for some under-23 players. Sab has been called up for Georgia, and Paddy Julian has turned professional. Potential's there with Paddy Julian. Happy birthday, Paddy. His technicals... His finishing definitely carries him. To put it politely, it carries him. His determination is not that high. 9 is not great, so I'm not sure he'll ever really fully reach the potential he's got. If he keeps playing really well for the under-18s, then it's definitely going to help him grow. And I am almost at the point, on a different player note, with Liam Penfold. I am tempted to bring him up to the first team very soon. If we are able to get rid of Kevin Long, I'm very tempted to bring in Liam Penfold, as I just very strangely stretched. Just ignore that. I'm very tempted to bring Liam Penfold into the first team and see how he gets on. I don't think he's not completely suited to ball playing, so if he was to play, I would rather that he plays just as a regular centre-back, because his passing isn't amazing. If we have a quick look at him again. He's also injured at the moment. I don't know when that happened. Well, that's not good. I mean, he's 6'5", with reasonable acceleration, reasonable pace. His strength's going up, which he definitely needs more strength. His heading is alright. His tackling's very good. Marking's up there. His passing's only 8, which doesn't really lend itself to a ball-playing centre-back. He seems to think he's a cover centre-back. And in fact, he gets a whole half-star better with cover. He's not that fast, is the interesting thing. Like, the interesting part of that is he's really not that fast. The injury is very unfortunate because it is going to sort of curb his progression right now. So I think we'll keep him in the under-23s for now. Let him recover from his injury. Get him some playing time. And then hopefully from there you can kind of keep developing a little bit more. And once he gets there, we'll be alright. Dennis Kamaj has been called up for the Albania under-19s. Yeah, that's where he's been getting capped. Yeah, Kamaj doesn't look like someone that we're going to be keeping. I think after... Well, his contract ends at the end of this season. I think he will be moving on, unfortunately, for Kamaj. All does kind of depend on what youth intake we get. If we get a really good youth intake, there's going to be probably a few people moved on, or a few moved up to the under-23s, just to help them out a little bit. And if we get anybody absolutely insane, then they can move into the under-23s straight away. But I'd rather keep it to players that are slightly older. It's nice that it's under-23s as well now, because when it used to be under-21s, you'd sort of have like a 20, 21-year-old player who would still have a little bit of potential, but obviously you could keep them there, but you were using an overage spot. And obviously, if you have some players in your senior team that are not going to play, and you kind of want to just put them into under-23s, then they can't play either. And then you're just wasting a load of money on whatever you're paying those people, which sucks. Oh, Mark Poom, what a legend. Under-19s goalkeeping coach at Mlada Boleslav. Oh, Mark Poom's a legend. I remember him. Under-18s are going to have Julian and Ong up front. Should be a few goals in that one. Stanton playing centre mid. Stanton probably is a better centre mid, actually. Good work rate, really good teamwork. Stamina's up there. It's not the fastest of players. I actually wouldn't mind trading him as a centre mid. Trading box to box. I actually kind of like that. I like trading him as a centre mid. I actually agree with that one. Well done for playing him in centre mid. I agree. We don't have a goalkeeper. This may have been a problem. Of course, Wilvox has been left out. So what have we got? Kelleher and O'Connor called up for Ireland, senior team. Kelleher still doesn't have a cap yet, though. Paul Lowe called up for the England under-18s. That's awesome. And then Chris Froggatt for the under-21s of Ireland. He's on loan at Dulwich Hamlet. And then Finlay Robertson, who is here for the Scotland under-21s. Derby suffered defeat. Yeah, well, Itten's not going to be happy for very long. I don't think Julian's going to be all that amazing, but it's fine. If he scores, he will be King Julian. Let's all just appreciate that. If he does come into the first team, if he plays a few games, he's going to be King Julian. Cheltenham fans deciding Jake Turner should be dropped. Poor guy. Everyone's training pretty well. Kelleher top of the training. I think Kelleher might have won the number 1 spot right now. In a bit of a turn of events, really. I didn't see Kelleher doing that, but hey, we will happily accept it. as the FA Cup first round is this weekend. We wait till the 3rd for the first time. It'll probably be a championship team that we'll get in the FA Cup, I reckon. That's where I'm saying my stall out. I'm saying we're going to get a championship team. I'd love like a Man United or a Chelsea or something like that. And then a bit of time between games so that I can actually get a proper team forward for that game. Under 23s have no players whatsoever. I absolutely bombed that squad. Loaned out way too many people. My bad. Hopefully they all come back having had a great time out on loan and we're able to develop all of them. But yeah, we've also slightly bombed the squad and we haven't really got enough players. We'll figure it out. We'll sort it out when we get there. The under-18s lose 3-2. Slightly unfortunate result there. Ong and Stanton score. As we have the final game of the stream. Last one for today. We might even still be top, even if we lose and West Ham win. Depending on how big the scores are. We could still be top, which is an incredible thought. 3 of our defenders could get suspended after today's game. That's a slightly concerning stat, but we are actually going to give Jordan Story the game. Because I'm slightly scared the Knight's going to get suspended. We've had a week, which is good. We are going to give O'Dowd the start. He deserves it completely, and we're going to put Whittaker back in for Barry. And that's how we're going to look for this one. We're going to put Coburn back on the bench for Alexander. And that, we'll do that. Sibley and Bird are having a great little partnership. Dionku and Saba have actually made a great little partnership. Can't believe somehow Saba has worked his way in. I don't know how he's done this to me. He's gone from being loaned out to Karabag in Azerbaijan to being a full-blown first-choice right mid because Jozviak was sold. Incredible. Middlesbrough have an amazing centre-back pairing. Saba ball in. Oh, rebound! Reece Burke! I thought his first goal would be a header, but there you go. Bird with the header. I don't know whether it was saved or someone blocked it, but Reece Burke pokes the ball home within a minute of the game starting. And this may be a case of scoring too early. We're going to stay going... Well, I say going for it. We're only on balanced, but we're going to stay in balanced. Brown with a good header there. Come on, O'Dowd. Don't let me down. Look at him go. Callum O'Dowd. Oh, he got tackled. Hugh Gill. Oh, he was looking for Whittaker, but Fry defended that well. Paddy McNair's still here. Warburton long ball forward. I said Shirley. Story gets there, but the header wasn't great. That was good, though, from Sibley. We are up for this one. Whittaker ball in here. Max Bird coming in. Trusekon with a good header. Dionku across well from right back to Archie Brown at left back. Brown is charging. Can we win a penalty? O'Dowd pulls it back. Lewis Sibley! It's an own goal! And that's what you get. That's what you get, AI teams, for standing in front of the goal. Sibley's strike hits Troost-Ekong. What a start. Kelleher long. Oh, Troost-Ekong wins the header. We might be in a bit of trouble here. Good tackle, Dionku. Doesn't matter, though. We might be in some trouble here. Sufyan Boufal. Scott, good block. Yankov. 2 tackles and a shot block. And they still score. What a start to this game, huh? Eventful start. And it's already 2-1. After 10 minutes. I'm surprised we've got 2, considering their centre-backs are very impressive. And Fry and Trustekon. Can I praise us? Are they going to get weird about that? No. Burke and Brown responded well. Nobody else decided to do anything. If the game would just like to, I don't know, skip to the end right now, that would be great. They actually have had more possession in the game, which is surprising in a game that involves us. We normally enjoy our possession. Our XG is only that high because of the Reece Burke tap-in. We had a shot and they've got a goal kick out of it. From said goal kick, Yankov is apparently amazing. Buffal in, Kelleher saves. Yankov is scaring me. This man seems to be incredibly good. Dominic Yankov from Ludogorets. Only 5'10", so winning headers out of nowhere with his 9 heading. Sick. I think he just beat Reece Burke. How did he beat Reece Burke to a header? Although, again, we might be in trouble here. Palmer coming forward. A slight tackle block that doesn't really work. We've stepped out. Scott's in. Beautiful football. Great save by Kelleher. That was lovely football from Middlesbrough. We made it easy for them. We just kind of stepped out of the way, but... Ball in. Trustekon with a header on Kelleher. He just read the flight of the ball well there. Made it easy for himself. Can we scrape through to half-time? Yes, we can. This has been a tough one. This has been a hard-fought game. Wild first 9 minutes. What a first 7 it was for us. We need more of that. Which may well not come. This may well be a Middlesbrough onslaught. Look at this formation right now from them. They are really going for it. Who is Palmer? Cole Palmer, known from Manchester City. Actually an attacking midfielder, but playing striker. Is that a Trequartista, by the way? I think they're actually playing a Trequartista, which is slightly blowing my mind. I don't think I've ever seen a Trequartista. We've worked out of that pretty well, but they've still got a lot of players back. Sabah needs to pass this, really. Sibley's got space. Actually ends up going back to Sabah. I'm not sure that was the best idea. Bird's on the edge. Hugill! Oh, Jordan Hugill! What a goal! He's just sat down both Middlesbrough centre-backs. What a finish from Jordan Hugill. That is an embarrassment. Oh, Brown's got a yellow. Brown's going to be out of the next game. That is a massive embarrassment for the Middlesbrough defence. Jordan Hugill, the composure on that one. Although, this game is certainly not done yet. Warburton ball in. We've half cleared it. Our centre-back's gone chasing it, which is not a good idea. Buffal on the edge. Dionku with a great tackle. Hugill can find back. Hugill's going to do it himself. Jordan Hugill. Oh my word. Jordan Hugill is in a mood in this second half. He has destroyed the Middlesbrough centre-backs. My goodness me. Coman for Sabah in a quick change. Wow. Jordan Hugill has just taken the Middlesbrough defenders apart. Could we make it 5? Hugill flick, Ekong away, and Buffal's going to get there. We might have some trouble here. Great tackle, Reece Burke. Oh, Reece Burke, thinking he's... I don't even know. He's gone... I think he's Harry Maguire. Ball for Louis Barry. Could be 5. Is 5. Hugill's got a hat-trick in the second half. What a performance this is. This is actually ridiculous. We're going to bring... I've never seen that before. Bird bossing the midfield. We are going to bring Osborne on for a Dowder, mostly because of the card, to be honest. This is absolutely sensational. 5-1 against Middlesbrough. 5-1. I'm not actually sure what to say. What a way to end today's stream. We had our first ever raid. We've got a few more views. We've got a few followers today, which is awesome. And we have kept an absolutely incredible run going. Oh, we lost to Everton. That was the League Cup. Whatever. We pull away even more. Kiefer Moore with 2 added time goals in the first half. Gets Cardiff a point. We are 5 points clear of anybody after 17 games of the season. Nathan Redmond got Brighton a win there. This start is absolutely sensational. We're already 15 points clear of Birmingham in 7th. In what has just been a completely sensational start to the season. How on earth have we just beaten Middlesbrough 5-1? As unfortunately, Hamburg's manager was at the game. So I think we might be fighting off a lot of interest on Max Bird. He is looking like a sensational midfielder. Sky's the limit for this group. 10 league matches unbeaten at home. Only when it fits schedule. Good feeling. Hugo refused to celebrate. Did he? An impressive man. I have no idea. Which goal was that? Riesberg's up to 8. That's not good. Not sure how it happened. Well, I am. I'm pretty sure Archie Brown is now suspended for the next game, which I think is Luton. I'm correct. It is indeed Luton at home. Now, they haven't been the most informed team. They're currently 11th, though, having their best season in a very, very long time, which is good to see. But they had a very tough little run in there. 2 away games, Brentford and Brighton. They will be in tomorrow's stream. And we'll get into December. We're going to have some tough matches ahead. But, wow. 5-1 over Middlesbrough. That is a little bit spectacular. That's where we're going to end it. And this could be a special season.